take some time to look around, to get familiar with this place. The first thing that I'm going to ask you to do is to look down to your feet. What are you wearing?
Tall brown moccasins.
Mm-hmm.
Tall boots.
Tall boots. Mm-hmm. Is the body male or female?
Female.
Young or old?
Older.
Mm-hmm. Older. What are you dressing?
It's kind of like a leather skirt with braids and round stones on the braids, and a heavy jacket, heavy coat.
Very good.
It's cold. It's very cold.
And it's very cold.
Snowy.
And are you wearing any ornaments in your hands or head?
I have some kind of a heavy wool, or looks like a sheep hat on.
And it's very cold.
Yes, really cold. We're outside.
What do you see around you?
I feel like it's winter. It's the trees are bare. We have horses. Walking with horses.
And when you say we, who else is there with you?
There's a whole line of us coming down from. Looks like we're coming down a mountain. We're going toward some kind of a river. As a river.
And why are you coming down from the mountain?
We're trying to cross over so we can set up a camp. It looks like we're gonna be setting up some. I think it's tents. We're carrying a lot on the horses.
Very good.
We need to hunt there.
Very good. Now, as you look at those people around you, how are they dressed?
It seems like we're all wearing the same type of protection, I guess it would be.
And right there where you are you speaking the same language we're speaking now?
No, we're talking. I feel like we're an Indian. We must be an Indian tribe. We're talking.
I see. Very good.
I don't know what. I feel like it's a Hopi tribe for some reason.
Just whatever comes, the first thing that comes to your mind. And how do people call you there?
Mana.
Mana?
Mana.
Mana, very good. And Mana, what is your role in the tribe?
I'm one of the elders. And I'm with many of the children. The smaller children are with me. And I have a family. I have a daughter, and my husband is one of the elders, but he is a very good hunter.
So So as you are with the kids, what do you do with them?
Well, we're trying to keep them as warm as we can and help them to stay up with our pace.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a horse that I'm lifting one or two at a time on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard winter. It's very hard.
Winter. And as you're taking care of them, Mana, where are their parents?
So they're with the other horses that are carrying the supplies.
Mm-hmm.
They're further behind because of the amount of not luggage, but the amount of supplies that they have. It's slowing everything down.
And what type of supplies do you guys carry on those horses?
They have mainly the teepees that we need to set up, and some hunting. There's a horse that has sword or knives and tools.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And is there anything special about this winter?
It seems like it snuck up on us because we're panicked.
You're panicked.
The ice is getting in the way of crossing the river. There's a hurry about it to get on the other side of the river so we can set up a camp.
I see. So, Mana, do you normally hunt, or does your people normally hunt on winters?
We do, but this one is this one's unbearable. We've never. This isn't normal.
This is not normal.
This isn't.
So what is your daughter doing there?
She is in charge of. She's in charge of getting everybody organized to cross the river.
To cross the river. Now, as you look at your daughter in the eyes, just remember that the eyes are the windows of the soul. Have you seen those eyes before?
Yes.
Who has those eyes?
It's Sharon.
It's Sharon. Very good. So Sharon is helping you there. I mean, what is her name there?
Harma.
Okay. Let me see. So keep telling me what else is happening there.
We're trying to find a place that either the ice will hold us to get across, or that we can get away from the ice so we don't have to worry about falling through. And we're having trouble finding that place, and it just isn't looking good right now.
It's not looking good.
No.
All right, so I want you to drift away from this scene. Drift away. And now I want you to move forward a little bit. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with your tribe and the river and the winter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're there now.
I'm across the river with the children.
Across the river with the children.
And everyone helped them cross. But we're separated now by the river.
You're separated now by the river.
I'm on one side with the children, and they're having trouble getting they're trying to find another place where there's strong ice. It's better to cross with the ice.
Mm-hmm. And how are you feeling about this situation?
We're continuing to walk up as they walk up higher ground, but it's not. We're not working it out. It's all confusing.
It's all confusing.
It's not working out for us.
It's not working out. I want you to move forward a little bit and see what happens. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're there now.
I'm staying with the children so they can move up further. They think there's a crossing path up, but it's quite a ways, and they're telling me I'm waiting with the children, and they're going to go up and come around if they can cross up there. It's a higher ground.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that plan?
I'm just trying to make sure that the children are okay, and
who's helping you with the children?
I don't see anyone else there. There's too much equipment to leave anybody else with me.
I see. Okay. So let's go ahead and move forward a little bit. Let's see what happens. 5, 4, 3, 2. As you go deeper. 1. You're there now.
It's night and no one's here yet.
It's night and no one's here yet.
It's very cold, and we're huddled up as best we can, but we're exposed to the cold. We're just exposed.
And it's just you with the kids?
Yeah. I can't hear anyone else. We could hear them for a while, but we can't hear them right now.
How do you feel about that?
I'm starting to worry that we're not going to have any shelter. And it's freezing cold.
It's freezing cold. And some of the kids are able to walk with their babies.
They're both, but mostly they can walk. A couple of them are babies, but there's nowhere to go. We're really we don't have food or water. I'm in a bad place because I can't leave the children alone, and I can't go for water.
Right. So
we have a blanket or a couple of blankets, but it's just not enough.
do you have anything to make fire with?
No. We didn't expect this to happen.
I see. All right, so let's drift away again. And I want you to move forward to the time something happens. Let's see if we're able to resolve this issue. See what happens. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're there now.
I can't help them any longer. I think I must be freezing to death.
You must be freezing to death.
I can hear some children crying, but I can't get to them.
You can get to them, huh? And as you're going through that, what is your body feeling?
I'm losing my life. I can't even.
How are your legs feeling?
I can't feel them.
You can feel them. How's your lungs feeling?
I'm not able to even get any muscle muscles to move.
How is your heart feeling?
It's beating fast, but I can't do anything with myself.
And as your body is feeling that way, you're not feeling your legs, you're not able to breathe properly, and your heart is beating fast. What emotions are coming to you?
I tried my hardest.
I tried my hardest. And when you feel that you try your hardest, what does that make you do in the life of Marsha?
I have to let go. I'm done.
I'm done. And when you feel like you're done, what does that prevent you from doing in the life of Marsha?
Just have to turn it over to God.
Turn it over to God. Out of your control. Good. So I just want you to move forward a little bit and let me know if this is where that body dies.
This is where I die.
This is where the body dies. So as that body is dying, what is the last thought in your mind as the body is dying? What is your last thought as the body is dying?
That this is okay. Well, I did my best this life. I just need to get out of my body.
Okay, so let's get out of that body and let me know if this is easy for you or not.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Now that you're out of the body, what are you seeing down there below?
I see the children are still there. Most of them are as well dead.
Some of them are dead.
Yeah. And that's okay. I feel like my body my body served me well. It was a hard life.
And if you make a summary of that life, what do you think you had to learn from it?
I think that when we made our way in the wilderness, we took what we needed, and it's true that we are just there to live as a group, and but nature really has full control over conditions that we live in.
I see. So Mana, as you're out of the body, let me ask you, are you feeling any guilt for what happened? Are you feeling anything negative about this experience, seeing some of these children die? In other words,
no, I don't feel guilty.
You don't feel guilty. Have you accepted this fact completely?
I think I've accepted that I tried everything I knew to do, and it just was impossible for us to make that. We were just in a bad situation.
All right. Okay. So based on the life that you just lived, do you think you passed that lesson? Whatever you had to learn?
I think so. I think the lesson I learned is Sometimes our bodies just can't withstand
Mm-hmm.
things that we can't predict or control.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So based on that lesson, and based on what you have learned, what advice do you have for Marcia? You're going to come back as Marcia. What advice do you have for her?
I'm as strong and sturdy as I am. I can't fix everything.
You cannot fix everything. Mm-hmm. What is interesting, Mana, is that in this life you got to see some of the children die, and you had no control.
Right.
And then when you came back as Marcia, you first see your father go away. You then see Sharon go away. And then you see Heidi go away. What does your soul need to experience that loss again? That is why I was asking you if you were able to process that loss of those kids properly. Because in this life, you're facing that loss again as Marcia. What is it that your soul needs to learn and experience?
Well, sometimes your it had nothing. I couldn't have done anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't really up to me to make it better for them. You just have to let go and let God, I guess.
Was out of your control.
Yeah.
Will you say that the lesson then and now is acceptance?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Anything else you want to say to Marcia? What? Any other advice?
And it's really up. It's up to you. It's up to me now to accept what's happened and move forward and hopefully if I accept that and find purpose just for me being left behind, that will be my life lesson.
Okay, good. Now the same way Harma came back as Sharon, your sister in this life, are any of those kids present in this life as Marcia?
Or any of the children that I worked with, you mean?
Mm-hmm. Or any of the children that were with you in the life of Mana, are there any of them present in the life of Marcia?
I don't see any of them.
I don't see any of them. Okay, very good.
No.
So now that you are the body, where do you go, Mana?
I'm with a lady that's
Is she coming for you?
yeah, she is.
Do you recognize this lady?
I don't. She's not I recognize her as a teacher.
Good. What color is her energy?
She is very long and tall. She's young, younger looking, and she has a slight build, but very, very joyful. And she has a way of touching, and you accept that, and it's you. I feel myself softening.
Good. What color is her energy?
Her energy is. It's a very light purple.
Purple. And ask this lady what color
like
your
an
energy.
amethyst.
I see. And ask this lady what color your energy is. Or you can imagine you're looking yourself in the mirror. What color is your energy?
It's a light. It's not an emerald green. It's kind of like a lime that's not quite ripe, but it's green.
Okay, very good, very good. So now we're going to leave Mana, continue her journey, go where she has to go. I want you to disconnect feelings, emotions, and thought from that life. Marsha, nothing is going to affect you from that life. And now we're going to drift and float and look for any other past life where there's information for you. You're going to move in time and space as I count. 5, go back. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're there now. Whatever comes to your mind. In this place, if you look at your feet, what are you wearing?
I have a blue jacket and suit on, and a hat pinned to my hair.
A man or a woman?
I'm a woman.
Young or old?
I'm young. Maybe like 20, 21 or 22.
Very good. What are you dressing?
I have a white blouse, and I'm dressed up with a matching skirt and long skirt and suit. And I have a large bag, like a suitcase, and a large bag on my other shoulder.
Very good. Now look around you. What place is this?
I think it's England, and I'm boarding. I'm at a place that you would board a ship, a dock.
Are you going somewhere?
I'm going going on a crossing to. It seems like we're going to America.
So as you're
I'm with my family.
Good. So as you're there, do you see the ship?
We're waiting for we're standing on the dock waiting for them to tie the ship up.
How do you feel about this?
Everyone is happy.
Everyone is happy. And what is the name of this ship?
The Queen Regina.
Okay, very good.
Regina.
And is it expensive to get in one of those
Uh,
ships?
I think it is, but it didn't seem to be a problem for my father.
I see. So how does your father call you?
Eleanor.
Eleanor, okay.
Eleanor Mary.
Very good. Very good. So I'm going to drift away from this scene. Drift away. And I want you to move forward. Next important event. See what happens. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're there now.
We're in a home in a row house, it looks like, and it seems like it might be somewhere in Pennsylvania. It's a large city. It could be Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, nonetheless, it's just whatever comes to your mind, doesn't matter. So, as you're there, how do you feel? Are you happy?
Yeah, it was it was I think it was less than the living conditions weren't quite what we thought they would be compared to where we were.
So it's not what you thought it was going to be. And what is the difference?
We had a large estate, and now we're in a row house or a tenement house. But this is going to be temporary because we're looking for work.
What does your husband do for a living?
I don't have a husband.
Oh, because you said, okay, you said your father, and
Right.
What does your father do for a living?
He is a watchmaker.
Watchmaker. Very interesting. And do you have siblings?
No, it's just my mother and my father and me.
Good. So let's move forward, see what happens. Move forward in time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
I'm in college now.
I'm in college now. How old are you?
I'm in some kind of a school of design. I'm learning how to paint.
How do you like it?
I like it a lot. I'm making friends, and I'm learning how to paint for it looks like illustration for books.
Good. And are you still living in the same house?
My parents are in the house, but I'm in a boarding home. I'm in with a lot of women or young women my age.
How old are you, more or less?
I'm about 25.
25.
I think I'm older because my parents had to save up to. I think I worked for several years before I went to college.
Okay, good. So drift away from that scene again. Now we're going to move forward in time and space. Let's see what happens now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're there now.
I'm living in a big city, and it seems like it's maybe in further west. I'm married.
You married?
And I'm working with my husband in a publishing company.
Mm-hmm.
It was a book company.
So you get to use your skills.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Are you happy in your marriage?
Yes, very happy.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any kids?
We don't have children.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to start the business before we.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where do you meet your husband?
He was a man that I was working for. It's like an internship I was doing in the college.
I see.
And he wanted to publish the books from other authors,
Mm-hmm.
and I could assist with that as far as he was like I don't know, he found people that needed illustrators and was impressed with my work, and then we decided to try and make a go of it in a new city.
I see. Okay. Very good. So once again, just drift away from the scene. And let's go to the next important event in the same life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're there.
I'm having difficulty getting pregnant. There's a lot of pressure to have a child.
Why is it pressure?
He and my husband's family and he are both wanting very badly to have a son. And they're trying not to blame it on me, but I'm not able to. I can't get pregnant for some reason.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, I don't know what else to do. I'm kind of stuck because I can't do any more than I'm doing.
What emotions does that cause on you?
I'm feeling like that I'm bringing. I'm not under pressure, but I'm taking the blame for this, which it is me that's not able to get pregnant. He's seeming to want to divorce or leave the relationship.
I see. Okay. So let's go ahead and move to the last minute of that life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're there now.
I'm in a hospital bed.
Bad. Are you divorced?
Yeah, I'm by myself.
And what is wrong with your body where you are?
I just became very ill with some kind of flu or pneumonia that was rampant in the city, and I don't know where anybody is. I have been by myself for years.
I see. So, knowing that this is the last few minutes of that life, what do you think about the life that you just lived?
I think we had such a good beginning and leaving for a new life in America. And everything was going well, and I loved learning. I loved growing in the field of art. I didn't realize that there was such a demand for poor child. It was never came up in our before it became so desperate.
I see. So if you remember your husband's eyes as he was telling you things about this baby you could not have, look at his eyes. Have you seen those eyes before?
I don't think I have. I don't think I have seen him in other. No.
Okay, very good. So now let's allow your body to die. And get out of the body and let me know, is it easy to get out of the body?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a last breath, and it wasn't a struggle to leave.
Good. So once you're out of the body, if you do a summary of the life that you just lived, what do you think you had to learn?
I learned that I learned to value opportunities and growing and especially education. And even though I was on my own, I didn't. Again, there's nothing I could do about that. That separated us. But I was able to continue with my art, and I felt like I lived a full life.
So, Eleanor, based on what you're telling me, it seems that again, the lesson is acceptance. Acceptance in the life of Manna, acceptance in the life of Eleanor, acceptance in the life of Marcia. How many more lives are you willing to spend trying to learn how to accept things that you cannot change?
I feel like I think I'm better able to accept these.
Very good.
But I think it's because I've had other lives that I haven't accepted, or I've had regrets.
So this one is the last one where you learn. This one, the life of Marcia, is the last one where you finally learn how to accept.
Oh, it was just that it was so much to accept at once.
Very good. Are you ready to accept everything now?
I can't accept it.
Yes.
I think because
You can or you cannot?
I can't.
You can.
I think I am.
Notice.
I think because Eleanor was able to, or me, I was able to pick up and move forward.
You notice how your souls pick those lessons to learn about acceptance. Difficult ones. But those are the best for you, for your soul.
Yeah.
So based on that, Eleanor, what advice would you give to Marcia, knowing what she's been going through in her life?
Well, she's showing me the heavy suitcase that she was bringing to America. And while she's saying, just like, set the suitcase down. You're much lighter.
I start over.
And it's easier to move forward when you don't have a heavy suitcase, which she's saying is your burden. And if you just set it down and accept for what it just say that's too heavy to carry me to the next part of my life. And just let go of it and feel how light and easy it is to take the next steps.
The next step. So losing your father at a young age, losing Sharon, losing Ken, your husband, losing Heidi. Are you ready to remove that baggage that you've been carrying all this time for no reason? You're learning.
Yeah.
We need to let that go. Thank them, because that's the role they chose to play in your life. But that was to help you. That was for your evolution. Very good. Are you ready to start traveling lighter now? Very good. Very good. So, Eleanor, thank you very much for the information. Please continue your journey and go where you have to go. And now, Marcia, I'm going to ask your soul if it needs to visit any other life to keep working with it, or if your soul got everything it needed to get in order to understand the lesson today.
No, I think I can let go, because there's no reason to hang on to something that isn't going to allow me to go forward.
Good. All right. Very good. So now we drift away, disconnecting from that life. Nothing is going to affect you from the life of energy, Eleanor. And I want you to go back to those redwoods that you like so much. And I want you to walk around, breathing in, breathing out, disconnecting, feeling free, getting rid of any baggage that doesn't serve your purpose anymore. I want you to start feeling lighter and happier, accepting everything that the universe throws in your way. And in a moment, I am going to count from 1 to 5. And as I count, I want you to start going up the stairs, the same stairs that you use to go down. And with each number, you're going to feel lighter, happier, refreshed. Your body's going to feel lighter. 1, start coming up, feeling wonderful, lighter. 2, keep coming up. Disconnect feelings, emotions, thoughts. Don't allow anything to bother you in this life. Nothing of what you have seen in those past lives. 3, keep coming back from now on, ready to accept, super happy. 4, every night you put your head on the pillow, you will sleep peacefully until the next day, unless you have any plans. But when you wake up in the morning, you will feel totally rested, refreshed, super happy, ready to get up and conquer the world, ready to come back, the happiest woman in the universe. And 5, open your eyes. Welcome back. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like that suitcase is set. I'm going to set it down.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting how you see the pattern, right? From life to life. Good. Do you remember everything we talked about?
I believe I remember it all.
Oh, that's perfect. That is the idea.
And it's interesting because I would never have imagined those different lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like the time or the place or
Everything fits perfectly.
I know. And in those completely different situations and experiences.
Okay, great, awesome. So it's an excellent session, and as I was telling you before, and when I see important information that we can share with people that follow us in social media, I ask people if they're willing to share their session. Will you be willing to do that?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Perfect. So today is January 22nd, 2020, and you came from Virginia.
Yes,
We're in Charlotte now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. So I'll go ahead and stop this recording.